What's up guys, I'm Hendo and today I'm showing you how to do Todoroki's burn scar and ice crystals. What's up guys, this tutorial is for both burn scar and ice crystal makeup. I'm also going to cover two types of medical scars. You can find each section of this video timestamped below. This is a really simple tutorial and I'm going to focus on making it look a little more realistic rather than sticking super true to the anime. But before I get into the makeup, really fast I'm going to cover two medical classifications for scars. If you're sensitive to that kind of imagery, just go ahead and skip ahead like 30 seconds. Okay, so two types of burn scars. In a hypertrophic scar, the skin appears raised. In a contracture scar, the skin is extremely tight and it reduces the ability to move. This would be more like Freddy Krueger, Two-Face, or Zuko, since you can tell with all of them that their ability to move or express emotion in their face is a little bit restricted. Todoroki doesn't really have any limitation on his movement or his eye expression, so I'm just gonna focus on doing a hypertrophic scar instead of one with a contracture. So basically, Todoroki's scar is just gonna look a little lumpy and not quite as stretched and tight. Okay, now that I know what kind of reference to use, we can go ahead and make some icy hot. For the scar makeup, I'm going to start with my eye makeup pretty much already done. And now I'm using Mehron Synthetic Wax to put a thin layer on my cheek and above my eye. I don't want to use a lot, it's mostly just to create a creepy texture on my skin. Now I'm roughing it up a little bit with my sticky fingers. Then I'm just patting it down gently with water so I don't have any bits that are too pointy. And now I'm sealing it up with clear liquid latex and a paintbrush. Make sure you cover a little bit past the scar and onto your skin so that it blends well. Now I'm using the Ben Nye Bruise palette, but any reddish color works. You can use eyeshadow if you want to. I use this cream paint just because it covers a little more efficiently. I'm taking my foundation and just cleaning up the shape a little bit, since Todoroki's scar has kind of a wiggly outline. I'm also applying foundation now to the rest of my face to try and clean up my skin a little bit. And now I'm going back and blending some of that foundation back into the scar to bring out some of the ridges of the texture. And then I'm going to lay a little bit of that red color back onto some of the ridges just to give it one extra layer of contrast. Now I'm going to go in and add some extra color with eyeshadow. First I'm going to take a deep red color and cover any bits where my skin is still showing around my eye. Then I'm adding some shades of burnt orange just to give it a little bit of color depth. And this is just dark brown and black to create my normal smoky eye makeup. Todoroki's left eyebrow is actually red, but I'm going to compromise and make it sort of a reddish black. Now I'm adding a gray contact and a blue contact. This blue one is actually a little bit bright for my taste. And this one I actually think is a little too dark and realistic. This one I think is a good compromise. It pops without looking more cartoony than my more realistic makeup. And now I'm doing a little bit of contour to define my jawline and my nose. And adding just a hint of lipstick. Before I start the ice makeup, I'm going to try on my wig so I know exactly where to place all those ice crystals. This is just a cheap wig from Amazon. It's actually not bad, I only had to cut the bangs in the center. Okay, now it's time for ice makeup. I'm adding a bit of white eyeshadow and highlight to the frosty areas. I wish that it was more opaque, but this is the only color that I had at the time. You could also get an FX ice makeup kit, but I think that it's a little bit expensive. So instead, I'm gonna try 4 different materials that you can get at the grocery store. And I think that these work just as well, just don't put it in your hair or get it wet. The 4 materials that I'm going to use are rock salt, sugar sprinkles, flaky sprinkles, and regular granulated sugar. And here's how each method looks applied to my skin with Pros-Aide. Liquid latex, eyelash glue, or spirit gum also work. Pros-Aide just like really sticks things on. First, I'm gonna pin my wig out of my face so that it doesn't get stuck to the glue. Since the frost is pale in color, I'm gonna put it where I would naturally have highlight on my face. This way it stays flattering. I'm trying to look like I have cool, scary powers, but I'm also trying to be cute. Wait until it's a little bit tacky, and then add your biggest crystals. In my case, it's the rock salt. And I'm adding that to just a couple more spots on my face, since the biggest ice crystals should naturally go where you have the most highlight on your face. Then I'm adding a little bit more glue between all of these points, and this time adding the slightly smaller sprinkles. This is gonna add a good gradient of frost and make it look a little more realistic. I'm pretty psyched about how it looks so far. I also decided to add ice crystals to my hands so I could do a little bit more variation of poses. So I guess there's nothing left to do but hit the bleachers as my favorite grumpy boy. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see me make next, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm Hendo. Thanks for crafting with me.